What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Listen, man, so there's an update. David was in court and he was in court to plead guilty or not guilty, man. You know what I mean? So the whole situation with David, man, we already know that he was in court and got arrested Thursday because the prosecutors ended up charging him for the murder of Celeste Rivas, his allegedly girlfriend, who was underage at the time, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Videos and stuff like that all over the blog and stuff. And you know me, man, it took like 6 or 7 months. And I'm like, kind of why did it took so long? You know what I mean? Because I figured they got all the evidence. You know, in my opinion, I'm like 95% sure that this guy's guilty. You know, I could be wrong, but all the evidence kind of showed that he knew who killed her. Now, do I exactly know that? Okay, he definitely killed her. I'm not sure, but I know he had help. But listen, let's play this news clip and let's play while he was in court. Let's get into it.
Story is one that has made international headlines, and this afternoon we're hearing from ABC's Alex Stone. He's had some unique insights from the LAPD about this case. And Alex, again, thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk more about the motive prosecutors and police laid out today. They made it pretty clear why they think this crime was carried out.
Absolutely, Colleen, that according to investigators and what was revealed today, and something that had not been known until today, is that LAPD detectives believe that this was a way, the murder was a way for David Burke to keep Celeste Rivas quiet. That they are saying that because she was about at a time when he was beginning a world tour, when his fame was going up, he was doing interviews on media really around the world, but here in the U.S., his music was getting tens of millions of streams on Spotify and elsewhere, that he was on his way up and that he wanted to keep her quiet and not reveal a relationship that had been going on between the two of them when she was underage, under 14 years old, and that this was a way to keep that relationship quiet that she was going to expose. Now, again, this is the allegation. His side here at court just a few minutes ago saying that they contend he had nothing to do with this, that he was not the cause of her death, and that they will be able to prove it. And they're saying, let's move quickly, let's have open hearings, that they want to put it all out publicly.
Okay, well, now let's go deeper into the timeline of what we know that was revealed today. Investigators now believe Rivas Hernandez had been dead for many months before her body was found.
Yeah, as we had reported, Colleen, early on, that they knew it had probably been weeks based on the condition of her body when it was found in that front trunk of the Tesla. But today we got a much better timeline on what they were able to put together. April 23rd is the date that they are saying that she disappeared, and they think that she was murdered at that point. That is also the day that tickets for his world tour went on sale. So all of this coincides with the allegation of something happening in his life that would be moving on up, and something that could hold him down, and that they claim that the motive is there. But then on May 5th, the allegation from prosecutors that is when her body was mutilated. Again, it was dismembered in the front trunk of that Tesla, that they argue it was mutilated on May 5th. But all that time, from at least May 5th, if not April 23rd, until she was found in September, the allegation is she was dead.
Such a lengthy investigation. Okay, Alex, thank you so much. Alex Stone with ABC.
Wow, man, this situation is crazy, man. They kind of got a timeline on when she disappeared and when she died and when her body was dismembered in the car. This is wild. And like I say, I think he had help. You know what I mean? While her body was in the car, this guy was on tour. You know what I mean? And I didn't even know before this stuff came out that he had a song almost kind of describing what happened. You know what I mean? So that whole situation is crazy. And I don't know if this guy got some mental issues going on or he just a demon. I'm not sure, but let's play while he was in court to see if he pleaded guilty or not guilty.
Calling People versus David Anthony Burke. That's case number 26 CJC F02399.
Good morning or good afternoon, Your Honor. Blair Burke, Marilyn Bednarski, and Regina Peter on behalf of our client David Burke, who's in custody.
Thank you. And good afternoon, Mr. Burke. For the people.
Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman for the people, Your Honor.
Thank you. And
You can look at him right there, like he don't seem like he's sad, he was crying, anything. He seems so normal, if that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you being charged with murder, and they charge you with first degree murder. Like you're not even looking sad or nothing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that is crazy.
counsel, on behalf of your client, do you waive formal reading of the complaint, advisement of rights, including armed forces and veterans' rights, enter a plea of not guilty, denying any and all special allegations, enhancements, and priors?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're requesting a preliminary hearing period?
Yes, Your Honor. From the media reports, apparently there have been 4 months of secret grand jury proceedings. We believe that Mr. Burke is entitled at the earliest opportunity to an open preliminary hearing and the proceedings not be done in secret. So we are asking for a preliminary hearing to be set at the earliest possible date on the 10th day. Your Honor, we believe the actual evidence will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, nor was he the cause of her death. And we would like to be able to have the evidence come into the light of day at the earliest opportunity in order to establish that. We're asking.
What's good? I'm not trying to lie, but it's like she looking at him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, do your job. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this is crazy, man. Let me know if I'm tripping because his demeanor is like, hey, I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? This confidence. You feel me? Like, this is crazy. Let me know if I'm crazy.
For April 23rd as a 3 of 10, Your Honor.
Anything from the people?
We'll be very happy to put on the evidence that we've collected in this case in the last several months.
Thank you. So the matter will be set, plea of not guilty has been entered on behalf of Mr. Burke. The matter will be set in Department 105. The matter is ordered assigned to Judge Charlene Almeida in Department 105 for all purposes by the judge of the supervising judge of criminal.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may just put on the record, we have, as soon as the people arrived, delivered a informal discovery request consistent with Penal Code Section 1054. We have been given almost no discovery thus far. We've received a 3-page follow-up report, no autopsy report, and a copy of the complaint. And we would ask the people respectfully to produce discovery at the earliest opportunity.
Your Honor, as I've indicated to counsel, there's approximately 40 terabytes of discovery in this
Damn, 40 terabytes? Like, what's on that? Like, that's crazy. 40? Yo, that's a lot.
case. Moreover, in order to obtain the transcripts from a grand jury investigation, counsel has to file a motion. She knows the way the system works. I'm not able to gather those. They have to be provided after the court orders them released because it was an investigation. Second of all, if counsel plans on going to a preliminary hearing within the 10 days, it is unlikely that there will be very much discovery provided within that period, given the voluminous nature and how long it's going to take to copy onto drives. In addition to that, the coroner's report was sealed in this case in order to prevent it from hampering truthful testimony from witnesses that testified at the grand jury. So an order will also have to be obtained in order to get the coroner's department, which is now the medical examiner's department, to release those materials.
Your Honor, it's surprising news given that the district attorney's office held a press conference this morning where they discussed the cause of death, apparently under seal and not released by the coroner's office, as did the robbery homicide unit to the press. So we would again reiterate, we believe that Mr. Burke is entitled to discovery. We have served the people with notice. They have 15 days to produce discovery in this case. We would ask that they do that in conscientious earnestness and as quickly as possible.
I'd ask the court to make an order today. We'll take a copy of the minute order ordering the Department of Medical Examiner to release their coroner's report in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court will order that the medical examiner release the report in this case forthwith.
Thank you.
The matter is set in Department 105, as the court indicated, April 23rd, 2026, as a 3 of 10 prelim. Anything further?
No, not at this time.
Bail to stand at no bail. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, there you have it right there, guys. No bail. You know what I mean? David is charged with first-degree murder. You know, and one thing I want to know about, and I say this in my other video, that I'm trying to think, like, will this be a overcharge of first degree murder? Like, will this be a overcharge? Because we already know, and I've seen it many times that the prosecutors overcharge somebody, and next thing you know, it'll be because the person might get off or they might get a light sentence. You know what I'm saying? Because they overcharge. And I want to think, and I want to ask y'all a question in the chat as well, that do y'all think the first degree murder might be an overcharge, might be an overreach? Let me know y'all comments in that right there, man. So this whole situation is wild, and I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated as well. But listen, man, David is in jail, being charged first degree murder, and we're gonna see what's going on the next 10 days in preliminary hearing. Listen, let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Y'all have a good one. Peace.